Hey everybody. Whew. It's been a minute since I've uploaded a hiking video. But today was the Douglas Pass Trail outside of Quebec, a little bit east and north of Grand Junction. And let me tell you, even though this isn't the Swatch Range or the San Juans, this still doesn't disappoint. I'll show you guys what I mean here in just a minute. This trail is about 11 and a half miles round trip, but it's on a gravel road the whole way, and the first mile is a lot of gain, and then it's somewhat smoother from there. There's still some up and down, but nothing crazy. But total, I'm going to get in somewhere around 20 some odd thousand steps and about 11 and some odd miles. But again, like I said, even though this isn't the Swatch Range or the San Juans or the Elks, this is still gorgeous, and I'll show you here. Signing off, and I'll flip the camera around. Look at this. There goes one of my hiking sticks, but okay. So way off in the distance out there, I believe those are the La Salle Mountains near Moab, Utah. Just gorgeous. And in that little valley right down there, I snapped a picture of it on my way up. And I posted it to Facebook and said, why do I expect a white wizard, an elf, a dwarf, a ranger, and a couple of hobbits just to come traipsing through that valley? Looks like something straight out of Lord of the Rings. Still gorgeous up here. Well worth the trip. So, even though I moved out to Colorado for the year, this is really the first major hike I've done since the fall due to winter. And I've gone to the outdoor facility on campus at the school I was teaching at. I just never really had time. So I holed myself up in my apartment, got some grading done, got some lesson planning done, got some vegging done, Netflixing done through the winter. And now this summer, it's going to be dedicated more or less to just hiking. And I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait. So, a couple of developments. Number one, there are moments in life that just kind of weasel their way in and cause big changes. And that happened to me last fall. If you follow my channel, you know that I've been posting some pretty regular astrophotography videos. I've invested a little bit of money in some decent equipment. And what happened is, well, I knew I've wanted to take pictures of the sky ever since I was a little kid. I mean, after all, this channel is labeled an Astronomer Hikes. So I knew ever since I was a kid that the sky would be very, very important to me. And important enough, I'm making a career out of it, at least trying to. But through various circumstances, even though I got to use a lot of telescopes in undergrad and graduate school at Ball State, ever since then it's been really spotty on being able to have access to telescopes for various reasons. And for years, I just always thought, well, you should just get a telescope. Get a camera and take some pictures as you can. But I just never did. Living in eastern Kentucky, when it's clear out there, because there's really no big cities around, it's not hard to go out and find some clear skies, dark skies, but they are very rare. They have a lot of rain, a lot of overcast in eastern Kentucky. It's just not very consistent. Whereas out here in western Colorado, it's the norm rather than the exception. To the extent that there is a professional astrophotography observatory, not research observatory. Well, they do have a research facility, but the main purpose of the observatory is dedicated astrophotography. And my colleague at Colorado Mesa is the faculty sponsor for the CMU Astronomy Club, and the observatory, although privately owned, has the research scope that they let CMU faculty and students use. But on top of that, they are also very generous in allowing student groups to go out there and look at the telescopes, see dark skies, all these things. And back in September, I went on my first student trip. Me and the other faculty member went out to the observatory, and the sky was just dark. It was just dark. Not the absolute darkest I've ever seen, but close. really good sky. And it just hit me. Why not, man? What are you doing? Why not? Get some stuff. Start taking pictures like you've always wanted to. And it went from initially what was going to be a hobby to a full-time passion. So currently, well, I'm also trying to finish my PhD. I have 3 really solid hobbies in hiking, writing music, and astrophotography. And I'm really happy with some of the results I'm starting to get. It takes some practice and a lot of patience, but well worth it. So there you go. And the reason I say it's just one of those moments because being out at the observatory didn't have to be anything special. I mean, it's always special to be under the sky, under the stars on a clear night, but it didn't have to be life-changing. It could have just been a night spent with the students looking at telescopes, looking at images, looking at stars. But something inside me clicked and said, now's the time. You're not going to find a better time to start taking pictures of the sky. So I did. And it has developed into the largest time-consuming hobby outside of teaching and grading papers and so forth of the last several months. Really enjoy it. Met some pretty fun people online, met a few cool people in person at different spots out observing, and we both just happened to be there on the same night. And yeah, really fun. So if you like my hiking videos and you also like space and you haven't yet, check out my astrophotography videos. And you'll definitely see, as you progress through them, if you watch them in chronological order, you'll definitely see a progression in quality. No question. But, yeah. So, got a couple more miles to go here. And then we'll be done for the day. Hope you all are well. I'm going to sign off. Happy hiking.